cases of gender-based violence in Kibera, literally, if you go to Kibera police post, Kibera police station, sorry, in 1 week, that huyo mtu akukaubia anaweza kwambia, even the gender desk officer would tell you like they have like even 10 cases of rape, 20 cases of defilement, 50 cases of intimate partner violence. So that is why we exist. We were founded on the backbone of survivors of gender-based violence. And you'll realize I'll say women, because our organization is women-led. We work for women. And this is not an opinion, Christine. It's a fact that women are mostly the victims of gender-based violence. So we are just addressing a need that exists. So well, women don't have to walk on eggshells. Women don't have to walk and be looking over their shoulder of who will harass me next, who will kill me, who will rape me, who will defile me. So that is why we exist. Yeah. And that if you come to our offices are based in Kibera, you come and report. It's a safe space for people to report. Even men come to our office and report. The first thing the first step is medical care. So, for example, we will take you to, we have partners. So we work with GVRC, we work with Coptic, we work with Kenyatta Hospital, Mbagathi. All these have gender violence recovery centers. Okay. After that...
Hello and a warm welcome to Queens of Change right here at Urban TV, igniting youth culture. Mnaona kama kawaida, leo mnaona I'm at a very nice location. We are at Pride Azure. We're shooting from here. It's an amazing environment for you to come, have lunch, have a few cocktails. The rooms are amazing. The poolside, amazing. So be sure to come through here and maybe tunaweza onana kwa one of the verandas here and there. Now, today we have an amazing show for you. I have with me an amazing, beautiful lady. She is what I'd call a mentor for me. She works at a place that I feel women need to know so much more about. In a few minutes, I'm going to let her introduce herself. But first things first, let's get to the show. So as I had earlier mentioned, in studio with me is an amazing, beautiful lady. She is an operations associate at FPRJC, which stands for Feminists for Peace, Rights and Justice Center. She's also supports women, climate action and livelihood development. Let's get to know our guest.
Thank you so much, Christine.
How are you?
I'm fine.
I have to admit, this weather, your sweater is perfect
Thank you.
for this weather. I think that's the first thing I told her.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So please introduce yourself to our fellow queens and then maybe we can proceed.
Yeah. Hi, queens. I love that they're called queens. My name is Terry Ann Awur Owino. I have 4 names. I am an operations associate at Feminists for Peace, Rights and Justice Center. It's a women's rights organization based in Kibera, founded in 2018. We have been in operation for 7 years, I think. And I also support the women's climate action and livelihood development pillar. So that shows you that personally, I am very, very passionate about climate justice, particularly for women living in urban informal settlements. I also do climate diplomacy in terms of policy, particularly, again, for women in urban informal settlements. So my niche is in the intersection of gender and climate change. Yes.
Before we get to what you do, I went to your website and there's one thing that I caught my eye. You know, I am those people that write. So when I see another person writing, I want you to interpret this for our viewers. It says, FPRJC exists for the realization of a society free from all forms of gender-based discrimination, where every individual, regardless of their gender, age, and identity, can thrive and reach their full potential. That is something that really hit me. What is that about?
Yeah, so the backbone of our organization is we exist to help survivors of gender-based violence. Cases of gender-based violence in Kibera, literally, if you go to Kibera police post, Kibera police station, sorry, in 1 week, that huyo mtu akukaubia anaweza kwambia, even the gender desk officer would tell you like they have like even 10 cases of rape, 20 cases of defilement, 50 cases of intimate partner violence. So that is why we exist. We were founded on the backbone of survivors of gender-based violence. If you're a survivor of gender-based violence or a victim living life in your full potential is not easy. Some people wamekatwa miguu, they have been amputated. There's the most extreme form of gender-based violence is femicide for women particularly, where people have died. So we want them to, we exist for the realization of people who live in a just world, free from any form of violence. Sexual harassment, catcalling, that is a form of harassment. It's a form of violence where women don't have to live. And you'll realize I'll say women, because our organization is women-led. We work for women. And this is not an opinion, Christine. It's a fact that women are mostly the victims of gender-based violence. So we're just addressing a need that exists. So where women don't have to walk on eggshells. Women don't have to walk and be looking over their shoulder of who will harass me next, who will kill me, who will rape me, who will defile me. So that is why we exist. Yeah.
And I like the fact that you have said that you guys are purely in existence because of helping gender-based violence. Most people that say this, but I have never quite understood what exactly are you doing for this victim. So if today I am a person that is going through gender-based violence, take me through the process of how to report, what is going to be done. Because at the end of the day, I believe that people report, but then what is really being done about it?
Yeah, I mean, there's a gap there where even we still face that challenge where the turnover for cases that have actually gotten justice in Kenya is very, very limited. It's very, very low. And it's something that at times it's beyond our, we can do something about it, but at times it's just like beyond our reach, because you'd see a case, for example, someone was raped when she was 7. She was defiled when she was 7. You are now like 18 and you have never gotten justice. Oh, I don't know, court imeenda breaks, such things. But yes, we have had cases where we have gotten justice. But one thing I'd say is that if you come to our offices are based in Kibera, you come and report. It's a safe space for people to report. Even men come to our office and report. The first thing the first step is medical care. So, for example, we will take you to, we have partners. So we work with GVRC, we work with Coptic, we work with Kenyatta Hospital, Mbagathi. All these have gender violence recovery centers. After that, we will take you definitely to report. You'll be given an OB. After that, now you have to be taken through by a government physician. So if, for example, if it was assault, you'll have a P3, and then now the arrest goes afterwards. But one thing about organization I'd say is that we go an extra mile and teach you skills, livelihood development skills. We take you through psychological counseling, because probably I was assaulted, I was raped. You need to heal from that. It is not easy, but our organization takes you through that. As I said, we also have a safe house where we can only host you for 48 hours. But then if need be that you need more help, we work in partnership with other organizations where we'll take you to their safe house. So yeah, and as I said, Kibera has a lot of gender-based violence cases on a daily. It's very depressing.
Yeah, so maybe we are going to take our very first commercial break for this amazing episode. I hope you're learning, but just to remind you that we are shooting at Paidin Azua. Mswahili wetu hapa studio anasemanga wacha tumeze kopo la maji. So yeah, let me get to that and then we're gonna come back and continue after the break. So in case you're just joining us with me in studio today is Terian. Terian is an operations associate, she supports women, climate action and livelihood development. And in case you're missing the conversation, please feel free to rewind kidogo. You're gonna get caught up with what we were talking about. Now, Terian, I have reported all of these things, but what can be done, especially in Kibera, or rather what you guys are doing to ensure that these cases of gender-based violence are not too many, or they're not recurring, or they don't happen?
Yeah. I think first things first, we need to know why they're happening. What are the root causes of gender-based violence? I mean, why are people raping children? And one thing, I will not even justify, a rapist is a rapist, you're a bad person.
True.
You need to be in jail.
I agree.
But one thing, even our cultures, there are our cultures that we are romanticizing a lot right now, and just like need to share them by like jana yesterday. They should be gone like yesterday, you know. For example, kuna place ingine ukienda, acha niseme na Kiswahili tuelewe. Mtu akitumwa waseme enda kwa ile boma, useme nimekutuma. Mtu atarudi atasema hiyo boma hakuna mtu because hajapata a male figure in that house. It happens a lot. Where even some men would hear someone say that mwanamke akileta kichwa unafaa ung'oe hizo mapembe zake or something like that, you know. So I think, and I think I told you when we were offset that I do not do response. My mental capacity cannot allow that, and sometimes it's because response is traumatic to me because of my past experiences. And all of us have to be in that space where we are comfortable, because you cannot pour from an empty cup. So there's someone from an organization, a very amazing woman called Sarah, who does response. But in the whole ecosystem of supporting victims and survivors of gender-based violence, everyone has a niche. And my niche is mitigation and preventive measures. So we do a lot of trainings, focus group discussions with our communities, even with men. What is the role of men in supporting women who are survivors of sexual gender-based violence? What is our role as women in supporting men who are survivors of gender-based violence? Because you realize that men are also victims, but you see the reporting rate of men will be lower than that of women because of many issues. For example, even still our cultures, a man is not allowed to cry, or if you cry, you are weak, and all those things. So for us, what has worked for organization is dialogue. Dialogue is very, 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 very powerful, where we just like sit and speak our language. You know, why is this happening? If this is happening, this is a need that we have seen. Then what can we do to make tailor-made solutions that fit our needs as people of Kibera, that fit our needs as people of a certain area? So that is what we do.
Yeah. So I love that you have spoken about all of these things. But then I'm going to be swinging us to my favorite segment here at Queens of Change, which is the Queen's Corner. Basically, you're going to look at our camera there and try and tell somebody anything in regard to gender-based violence, how to go about it, especially us, the youth. One thing I have realized is young women are actually in very violent relationships, and most of them don't leave. That you'd find that's why the cases of, say, something like femicide arising. And you see that there's women that are like 22 years old, 21, 19, and they're actually going through this, and eventually what happens? They're killed. So Queen's Corner, over to you.
Yeah, so what I'd say is there's a pattern to gender-based violence. It's always a sequence. Mtu hatamka leo na akukate na panga, mtu hatamka leo na akuue. It always starts with a cycle. It will start with verbal abuse, it will start with kofi moja, it will go to kofi mbili, it will start with harassment, and then it will unfortunately end up in femicide, you being killed. What I want to say is that be cognizant of the red flags of a violent relationships, of a violent partner. It starts with something as simple as someone telling you you are stupid. You will follow that woman that died on TV. Personally, I have lost 2 aunties, biological auntie sisters to my mom, to femicide. One was stabbed 17 times. The other one was killed with a panga, and they died. And I hate the narrative of people saying, you know what, she was a mother, she was a sister, she was a human being. Do not mind your business when it comes to women. In public, when someone is being harassed, amevaa dress fupi and something, say something, stand up for the next woman. Don't mind your business when it comes to violence against any person, irrespective of their sex, irrespective of their gender, irrespective of their age, irrespective of how they look like. They are human beings and they need to be treated with dignity. The Constitution allows all of us, it has a provision for all of us to be protected, our lives to be protected, our property to be protected. Do not mind your business when it comes to violence against any person.
Well, you have had it right here from Tyrian. Tyrian, thank you so much for gracing our invite. You are such an amazing human being. Your aura is just so healing. I don't know what it is about you.
Thank you so much.
So thank you so much for coming through, and thank you for watching this episode. Remember, you can be part of this conversation. Join the conversation by liking, subscribing, commenting, sharing. Make sure you ring that notification bell so that every time that we upload, you are notified and you do not miss an episode. Also, remember, as you comment, you can tell me what guest you'd like to see next, and I assure you, they're going to be here with me and we can have these amazing conversations. As I had said, we are shooting right here at Pride Inn Azua. Amazing, amazing aura. I love, love, love this place. Picha tumepiga za kutosha. You come through, have cocktails, have nice food. Hizo vitu zote, and I'm sure you're gonna enjoy your stay if you wanna stay. Hayo yote 9 10. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.
Bye.